video, we're going to be spending 1 hour doing nothing but the 2x GTA money and RP AutoShop jobs. That's right, if you didn't know, this week, as you can see right here, it is 2x GTA money and RP on the AutoShop client jobs, exotic exports, and the Vespucci job remix. Don't know what that is. We'll figure it out. So anyway, as you can see, it is a beautiful day in Los Santos, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to be seeing how much money we can make an hour, because this is 2x pay, and I'm sure a lot of you like me are like, is it worth doing for an hour? Well, that's what this video's for. First things first, though, can you let me know in the comment section down below? This is the first time I've ever had this issue, and I don't know if I'm having a brain fart or not, or if I'm doing something wrong, or what. But typically, if you go into your menu, go into preferences and spawn point, I always quick travel to my AutoShop. We have a bed in there. There's no reason not to. But if you look right here, I cycle through all of my businesses, and the AutoShop is not showing up ever since this new update that happened today. But as you can see, Arcade, Kasaka, LS Car Meet, Agency, and then it's just going to cycle straight back through to the beginning again. AutoShop is not there. So let's hop on our personal vehicle here anyway, which just so happens to be our Oppressor Mark II. Head over to the AutoShop and see, did my bedroom get destroyed? All right, here we are at my AutoShop. We're going to go on inside. There's no room for me to park my Oppressor in there. But let's just see, before we start this hour timer, what is happening? Are you guys having the same issue? What is this? I can't be the only one. What has happened? Am I losing my mind? So for those of you who don't know, this is typically what your AutoShop looks like, or what AutoShops in general look like before you buy them. This is like when you do missions. This is what it looks like inside. Now, I can only assume because there's one of the missions for the AutoShop, or maybe it's one of the missions for the Simians that is in this location. So it's kind of defaulted back. But you can see my cars are all in here, but it is filled up with junk. After the AutoShop setup, you can see on the top left there, this garage space can be used for storing personal vehicles after completing the AutoShop setup. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have already done all of the AutoShop setups. I use this business all the time. We literally just did a video recently showing you guys the Union Suppository Heist. So I am very... yeah, it's like I haven't ever done anything. And I can't... this... like this... what is happening? Like, that's my bedroom. This is the... like, where's all my stuff gone? Have they just reset it? I paid a lot of money for this AutoShop, man. And it was fully upgraded. Am I going to have to fully upgrade this thing again? So let's register as a boss here. Yeah, it's as if it's been deleted. And I'm not sure why. I'm going to have to do this real quick because this doesn't make any sense. Well, here's Sasanta's bloody car. Give me my AutoShop back, game. What do you mean? It's just disappeared? All right, now I've got my AutoShop back. Makes zero sense. At least it's the same color. Everything seems back to normal. I just needed to pick up her car, but we're good. And we have one car, but where's the other one? I thought they fixed this. What's going on? So if we look in our AutoShop, you can see we have the staff upgrade. We have the extras. We have membership. We have everything. So there's no reason we shouldn't be getting 2 cars here, but because the game is kind of bugged, the AutoShop has been like this for a while now, and they said that they had fixed it, but it turns out they haven't. Maybe on console it's fixed, to let me know. I do have a console, but I don't have the AutoShop, obviously, because I'm doing the rags to riches or beginner's guide going on right now. We don't own an AutoShop. But yeah, so we just have one vehicle. But anyway, what is it we're going to be doing here today? Well, now that we've got our AutoShop back, we are going to be doing the client jobs, which is what they are right behind us there, which doesn't exist. I don't know where the second car is. But first of all, some people said that this was still... yeah, no, this is... someone said it was still 2x money. It's not. But what is 2x money is this right here, exotic exports list. So if you don't know, the things that's double money this week is this right here and those cars down there, the customer cars, aka AutoShop client jobs. So we're going to be doing that for 1 hour, and we're going to see how much money we can make, as well as the exotic exports. So let's start up this timer and see if it's worth your time this week doing any of these 2x AutoShop jobs. Let's do it. All right, my timer is set for 1 hour. Let's jump into this. So first things first, I guess we need to take this car and, or we need to modify this car and see if the other one shows up. So we got to service the vehicle. Let's go ahead and do that. Respray. We can do absolutely anything. You know what? It's a nice color, sure. Anyway, let's go ahead and deliver this vehicle, see how much money. So right now it says 60K. We spent 50K on it, and it says the delivery is going to be 60K. So let's speed this up. We also can't damage it because that'll lower the price here. But if you know me, you'd know that I'm kind of OCD when it comes to driving anyway. Even when I do taxi... Okay, I know some of you are going to call me out and be like, yeah, right, when you do taxi work. Your taxi's always destroyed. Typically, I like to drive and not even scratch my cars. I'm sure everyone's the same. The taxi jobs, let's ignore that. Let's also ignore the first episode of my beginner's guide because I'm pretty sure that car, the Aston Martin we had, ended up looking like the Batmobile, but not in a good way. All right, here we are driving down PCH. Someone's got a nice, beautiful house here in Malibu. So let's go ahead and drop this thing off. Fun fact, when I used to drive to work, I used to drive through this area in real life. And I remember the first time I ever saw a LaFerrari in real life. One of these beach houses, they had the garage open. It was probably like 6:30 a.m., 7 a.m. And there was a red LaFerrari sitting in the garage. It was beautiful. Okay, so 112,000. So we got service cost, payment for delivery, and the 2,500. So 112 grand for that. Not bad. So you pay for it, but then they give you your money back. So that's basically nothing. But 112, let's take it. All right, now we should be able to fast travel back to our auto shop now that we have it set up. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Why did we need to go and get her car again? Does someone know what? Rockstar? All right, so right now, if your game wasn't bugged like mine is, I'm sure a lot of you have this same issue, but you should have another one here that you should be able to get like another 112,000 for. So I'm going to write 112K. Just as we'll tell you what I actually made and then what I should have made at the end of this video in the hour. But anyway, since this is bugged and we don't have 2 cars, let's head on upstairs. And now our exotic export list has vanished. Well, you know what? This game, man, 10 years down the line, it is still so buggy. Such a hot mess. I love it more than anything. It's my favorite game, but it is like one of those things like, come on, Rockstar, man. Come on. All right, let's get out on the streets and do it instead of looking at the list. All right, so while you're out on the streets, what it is you're going to be looking for is a pale blue dot, and that is going to be an exotic export. But right now, you can see we don't see any. You have to drive past it, or in my case, since I'm doing this on an oppressor, fly past it. So let's go and take a look. So you don't need to be when you're looking for these, and I'm sorry it's nighttime. There it is. You see there's a blue dot on the map. I don't know if that's one of them, but if you click it, it is exotic export. See, that was literally immediately. I was going to say, you don't need to be right next to it. Just fly around and they'll show up. Is that really it? No, it can't be. That's it. Okay. Listen, it's not as exotic as I would think, but it's exotic nonetheless. By the way, I've done this video before, like a year ago. And you don't get a lot of money for these, but this is where you're going to be headed to, right down here. So let's take our first car. It'll also be interesting to see, are we going to be able to get all 10 exotic exports within an hour? Because we're not going to get all 10 if it takes 2 hours. We're only doing an hour's worth of work here with the auto shop. So who knows? All right, here we are coming up to the docks. Hopefully they don't yell at me too much for damage. You can see it's just on one side. This car has the worst brakes I've ever been. I've never been in a car with worse brakes, man. Absolute awful brakes. You're like driving, you slam on the brakes, and it just doesn't even skid. It's just straight into a bloody wall. All right, anyway, 40,000. By the way, you do get a bonus, like a 250K bonus for doing all of them. Like, if you, like, we'll see if we can get all of them in an hour, but I don't think that's going to happen. All right, Cesar Sansa has said there's another car at the auto shop, so we're definitely going to have to go ahead and head over there to do that. So let's make sure there's no car here. All right, don't see one on my mini-map, so there's not one here. Let's head back to the auto shop. And what a beautiful day it's turned out to be here in Los Santos, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this beautiful skies. I was complaining that it was dark like I always do. It's beautiful. All right, beautiful car right here. Fun fact, I think, is this the podium vehicle? No. I think this is the podium vehicle, actually. Anyway, service the vehicle. Let's respray this thing. What color? Should we go something crazy this time? You know what? Let's go for that. This is what we did to it. Listen, I'm going to be honest. Bloody beautiful. All right, it looks like this one is being dropped off at the airport. They're coming straight off their flight to their brand new vehicle. What's going on, dude? It's a nice car. It looks good. I did a good job. I did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna lie. All right, there we go. Delivered. 90,000. So that one wasn't as good. So I'm going to cross out that 112 that I did times 2 last time. So the first one was 112. The second one was 90. Which technically, you know, wasn't even 90 because they just reimbursed us for some of the money. But we're not going to get into that. We're just going to say how much money we made. All right, let's request our oppressor one more time. And I always look away because I feel like if you look at the road, it always spawns too far away. If you look away, it always spawns closer. Is it just me? Am I crazy? Maybe. All right, listen, so I got 45 minutes left. So we've been going for 15 minutes, and we've done 2 cars and 1 export. Whoop. So let's continue. So at this point, we're just going to drive around looking for some more markers, some more little pale blue markers. Quick update, guys. We have 27 minutes left. So it's been about, I don't know, 15 minutes since the last time I spoke to you. And we haven't found, there's no more cars been brought to the auto shop. We haven't found any more cars. If you've tried doing the exotic exports, you'll know it's difficult. I'll explain it more towards the end of the video. But anyway, I'll come back to you. All right, we were just heading back to the auto shop because we do have a new customer car. But since we're here, we may as well take this, which, by the way, is the podium vehicle this week. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this thing. One of my favorites. So this will be our 3rd one, right? Our 3rd one here. No. I was thinking of the other car. Or never mind. I was thinking of the vehicle delivery ones, not these ones. Anyway, let's take this back to the dock, and then let's go back to our auto shop. Because we need to pick up the other vehicle deliveries. So I thought the auto shop was like every 48 minutes. Maybe not. All right, and just like that. Oh, I love the sound of this thing, man. Just like that, we are here to drop off our next one. I'll show you what it's like to drop off all of them at the end of the video. But I'm just trying to see how much we can get per hour in this video. You know what I mean? All right, there we go. Another 40K. So far, not looking great. Anyway, let's fast travel, I feel like, back over to our... You know, I was going to fast travel, but if you join a new lobby, do you think that sets the timer where you have to be in the lobby for 20 minutes before, like, the new cars show up? I feel like that could be a thing, so we're going to stay in this lobby, because sometimes you have to be in a lobby for X amount of time before, like, things start showing up. So maybe it's that way with the exotic exports, too. Like, if I was to jump over there, I would have had to wait 20 minutes. I don't know. I'm not taking the risk. Let's fly over there. All right, so this one's still not working. But anyway, here's our 3rd car from this one here today. All right, ladies. This thing looks sick, man. I love this car in real life, the Cadillac. But I would never get one, man. It's a beast. I love it. I think it's a great looking car. I told myself I would never buy. At least we could lease an American car, but I would never buy one, man. No offense, but they are pretty kind of very plasticky. That's all I'll say. Anyway, let's move on. We're almost... That's a really quick delivery on this thing, too. You know what, though? I will say, like, you can't beat American muscle. You can't beat American muscle. Like, this technically you could classify as like an American muscle car. But yeah, I wouldn't buy a Cadillac. But like the old school oh, you can't beat the old school American muscle, man. The old school like Mustangs and Challengers and Chargers and just all of those vehicles, Camaros, those are beasts. The newer ones, nah, I'm not a huge fan. And there we go. 86,354 damages. What are you talking about? We did such a good job, man. Mods were off spec, but the client still liked it. What did I messed up? I wasn't even paying attention. My bad. Franklin, let me drive your car, sir. Why won't you let me drive your car? Okay, whatever. Oh, ITO. So this is only our 3rd exotic, by the way. I just want to be clear on that. We've been going. This may be our very last one. Because if you look at our timer here, it's 1 minute 32 left of our hour. So it's been a bit of a stinker. I love this car, by the way. This thing, absolute just beast at driving, beast at drifting. I love it. I love it. And when I say a beast, it's a beast. Not like a beast like this is the best handling car in the world. But this is when I say I like American muscle, I like this. But anyway, it's almost 6 a.m. in game. You can see that the sun is coming out once more. We've been through, what, 2, 3 sunsets, sunrises? I don't bloody know. 2 of them, 1 of them, I don't know. But exotic exports, we already know this. They're pretty difficult to find when you're looking for them. When you're not looking for them, they always show up. I do have the locations. I'll throw a picture up of the map right here on screen. I'll leave it linked in the description down below to that map as well. Just to help give you an idea of where they could be. Doesn't necessarily mean they are going to spawn there, but they could spawn there. But they don't make that much money. But again, at the end of this video, I'll show you how much we made in the video where I actually did 2 times pay on exotic exports. And I think you still get a little bonus, but I think in total, with all 10 vehicles, including the bonus, it was only like 400,000 or maybe less, but you'll find out here in a second. So it's not that profitable of a business. And there you have it. There is my timer. It has officially been 1 hour. Let's drop this thing off and then let's head back to our auto shop. So one thing I should mention, because I know I did say earlier, is there a cooldown for these exotic exports. There's not, because again, I'll leave it linked in the description actually, that exotic export video I did. But in that video, I remember sometimes I would be driving back like I am currently with the vehicle, and while I was driving back, I would see another one. So sometimes there can be 2 spawned on the map at a time. I'm sure that's pretty rare, but it does happen. All right, there we go. 40,000 drift tamper delivered. All right, so we are back in the auto shop, and someone has dropped this off. So I think we'd be stupid not to just at least sell this one. So we're going to actually listen to what the customer says this time. You know, we may as well make more money. All right, we've done exactly what they have asked for this time because, you know, they don't... I mean, typically, they have said that they like what we've done, to be fair. Oh, and it's bloody raining. Just as we're about to finish up. You know, I hate bloody recording in the rain anyway, so I'm happy with this. All right, let's get this thing there as soon as possible. Little bit of damage, never hurt anyone. It will. It's going to hurt my bloody pocket. All right, here we are at the location. Final delivery. You like it? Doesn't look happy, does he? Is it because I scratched it a little bit? It's only $500 in damage. His final payment, 104,414. 109,414. All right, let's head back to the auto shop. So as you can see on our board here, we've done... I'm just kidding. It's bloody not here because the game Rockstar is stupid and the board just vanishes. But we did 3 of them. We did 3 exotics deliveries. We got 40,000 for each of them, which means we got 120,000 for those deliveries. You know what? I've just been looking, and I'm going to be honest with you, I can't even find the exotic exports video that I had. I don't know what's happened to it. But anyway, that video, if I can find it, it was during double pay, and we got the same 40,000 per vehicle, and then we got like a 20,000 bonus at the end. But anyway, this time around, we just got 120,000, because that's all we could find in 1 hour. And then our vehicle shop deliveries, which we still don't have any, we ended up getting 397, so let's say 400,000 for that. Now, that doesn't include, obviously, you pay for something, and they give you the money back, so there's at least like... sometimes 30, sometimes 50,000. It's just like, it doesn't count. So realistically, it's probably a lot less, like at least 100 grand less than that. But we'll just go for the 400 just to make math easier. So that's 520,000 in an hour. And that doesn't include this one. I don't know if both of them were coming through this side or... the auto shop is broken, okay? Not to mention, to start this off, we had to get rid of the bloody boxes and go and get Sasanta's car again. But do I think it's worth spending time specifically on that this week? Absolutely not. I would stay away from the exotic exports. They're great, just like a lot of in-game things, like chance missions that happen, whether it's the security truck or doing these or anything that just pops up on the map. If you see an exotic export, go ahead, pick it up. Take it to the dock. If you're not doing anything, you'll make 40 grand fairly easily and you'll get to drive a cool car for a little bit. But don't take time out of your day specifically just looking for them because you're going to waste your time. And I would say same thing for the cars, for the customer cars here that's 2 times pay this week. If you come to your auto shop and you have a couple of them, sell them real quick, make a couple 100 grand, and then come back maybe once an hour or something to sell them. Yeah, that's great like that. But if you're thinking, okay, the auto shop's 2 times pay, should I grind the auto shop only this week? don't do it. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I know it wasn't too exciting. I was actually hoping personally that we were going to make a little bit more money and maybe the exotics would show up a little faster. Maybe the customer cars wouldn't have been broken and I would have had 2 of them on the go at the same time. But it is what it is. Let me know if you're having any better luck on console. This, like I said, was on PC. And let me know how much money you're making an hour on average with this, if you are on console. Or if you don't have the bug where you only have 1 car. But for me, like I say, it was around $520,000 in an hour, which isn't great. And honestly, it wouldn't be 520 profit either. It would probably be closer to like 400,000 profit. So it's not a great way to make money. But if it's something you're doing on the side, do it. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video. Goodbye.